Hello, my name is Anthony Rodriguez.
My name is Bobby Medvey.
Today we'll be discussing enterprise risk management as it applies to a small business. We will describe the objectives and techniques behind risk management.
And we will also provide insight on financial risk management and enterprise risk management.
Now I will explain the risk control techniques: avoidance, loss prevention, and loss retention. Avoidance. Avoidance is when a company avoids a potential risk, meaning they never acquire it, they're never concerned with it. Loss prevention. In loss prevention, a company budgets, saves, or avoids their risk by preventing it. Loss retention. A company is aware of a risk, but they take the proper steps in order to finance the risk. Now I'll explain the techniques to finance such risks: retention, non-insurable transfers, and insurance. Retention. As mentioned before, retention is when a company, small business, is aware of a potential loss and is willing to take on the cost because it is vital to their company. A non-insurable transfer is when a company creates contracts or agreements in order to facilitate risks, in order to protect themselves against potential losses. Lastly, insurance. Many companies seek insurance in order to protect themselves from risk. Insurance with property, plant, equipment, and other parts of their organization. And now, Robert Medvey will provide insight on financial risk management and enterprise risk management as it applies to small businesses.
Financial risk faced by a small business. Some of these risks include interest rate risk, cash flow, amount of credit, and market risk. We'll also describe enterprise risk management. This will involve underwriting cycle as well as the consolidation of businesses. First, I will discuss about financial risks faced with a small business. Some of these risks include interest rate risk, market risk, loss of credits, and cash flows. I will next discuss the enterprise risk management. One such point I will make is about the underwriting cycle. This involves when levels of profit, premiums, and other strict standards are viewed in a cyclical pattern to see if any similarities exist between the numbers. I will then go into the consolidation of risk and risk management. This usually involves when one company acquires another company or when two companies merge together. Lastly, I will discuss a risk manager's position within a small business. More specifically, I will focus on his role as a financial analyst. In this role, he'll use certain tools as capital budgeting, the time value money process, and the risk management information systems.
Now that we've given a brief interview on enterprise risk management, we will describe its applications to a small business. A small video production company does use retention as a cost, but also we use non-insurable transfers, which are contracts and agreements that we make in order to protect ourselves from potential losses. We protect ourselves from fraud, or we protect ourselves from other businesses taking some of our clients or taking some of our ideas. Strobe Light Media, we avoid overhead costs, we avoid employee costs, pension costs, life insurance, health insurance. We're based on commission. As much as you work is as much as you receive. Loss prevention. In order to prevent certain loss, what we do is we budget certain amounts depending on how much a video production is going to cost. We prevent overhead costs, we prevent certain costs that we don't have to incur. As far as loss retention is concerned, Strobe Light Media, being a small video production company, still has to stay updated on the newest software, the newest equipment available. So when new projects come out and new software equipment is available, we know that we have to incur those costs in order to be successful. As far as insurance is concerned, we provide insurance for our equipment and some insurance for our software. Also, we provide insurance for some of our videos, meaning that if a client doesn't like what we provide, we give them a refund or we provide a new video. These are some of the techniques that we use to finance our risks and also to prevent any losses for our company.
Now I'll discuss more in depth about some of the financial risks that are faced by small businesses. Now, although plenty of risks may be faced by small businesses, some may be faced more than others. For example, most small businesses face the amount of credits and cash flows. Now, because small businesses are the size they don't have a lot of income or budget to make certain deals or generate a lot of cash flow. So what they do have is all the more important. Next, I will describe more in depth about enterprise risk management, more specifically the risk manager's role within a small business. Now, as I mentioned earlier, most small businesses do come with small budgets. In this case, the risk manager usually needs to take on several roles. They have to ensure the financing is proper for the small business, as well as many other areas within the small business. They'll take a look at the underwriting cycle to make sure that the small business is either within a hard or soft market. When it's in a hard market, the premiums are usually at a higher level for the small business. If it's a soft market, the market is usually less stringent, and this causes the premiums as well as the profits to decrease. Also, they become the financial analyst within their business. Here, they'll take a look at a few other areas, such as capital budgeting, the time value of money process, and the risk management information systems. With the time value of money process, they'll take a look at their budget and make sure they're currently within their standards as far as the money is flowing. One of those tools, the risk management information systems, is used by the risk manager to make sure the levels of risk have been decreased and are at a set level. That way, they can better predict the future for their small business, and they'll be ready in case any new risks surface. Also, with the use of capital budgeting, the risk managers will make sure that the budget that they have for their small business will fit their needs. They'll make sure that the money within their limits is the proper amounts. This way, they'll securitize the risk and they'll be running at a more smooth process. Another tool that the risk managers use is a time value of money process. They use this to calculate the current value of money and income that their small business has.
On behalf of Anthony,
Bobby,
and Alfred, thank you.
And God bless America.